Well, hello there, Minecrafters! This is Xenon Cross here, bringing it right back to Sky Factory 2. Now, where we left off last time, I was busy with trying to set this stupid thing up, which is working now. As we figured out, the system is actually just upside down, and it's been busy. This thing's been a little bit busier because I did some acceleration upgrades to these things to make them run faster. I might actually put more on them to make them run even faster yet. Because what I didn't know is over here, see the molecular assembler? See how fast it's running? That's because it can take one acceleration card per slot, and it has 5 slots. So, you see the product. It is crafting so ridiculously fast that actually making 36 Zavicchio at one time is actually a reasonable thing, because you can see how fast it is crafting. It's the Accio to make Crucio. It's happening really fast. Plus, I also made a second crafting computer because while that's doing that, I want another crafting computer to be able to craft with. This guy's much simpler and doesn't have a name, so yeah, it's just a crafting computer right now. But today, I plan on making this stuff, the Ender Energy Conduits. And the reason is because, as you can see there, it has a max output of 20,000 RF per tick, which is a lot. And I mean a lot. No, there isn't anything here that will use more than 20,000 RF per tick at all, ever. But it'll help me do some things like charging my items and stuff, because I'm pretty sure if we were to make a resonant energy cell, yeah, it can send and receive 10,000 RF per tick. It can't even do 20,000. So, as you can see, obviously we have a good thing for this. Now what we need is some of this stuff called vibrant alloy. I do have some of that, so we don't have to make any yet, because we have to go and move stuff around. I need to get a bunch of these cables first. But the conduit binder. Conduit binder is made by a smelting binder composite. We make this with this. I'm actually going to tell the system how to craft the binder composite because we will need it. We don't have clay, and this is untrue because we do have clay, just not in the usable form that we need. We have, I bet you, a ton of blocks though. Oh yeah, let's grab a few of those. Is there an easy way to break them? Can we like craft them into something? Maybe? No. Alright, so we basically have to place them and break them, which really sucks. But because I have a jetpack, I can do something pretty cool here. Actually, let's go into hover mode. But that is not a... There we go. Just keep going. Probably can end up hitting the max build height. Might actually be possible. And just keep it going. Max build height reached, guys. Max build height reached. I can't place any more blocks. That's ridiculous. Now we'll vein mine it. It's like, I'm pretty sure it's not going to go all the way down. And then we'll come back up to 17. And then we'll just vein mine all the way down. Probably going to lose a lot of blocks, but who cares? 4 blocks per block that I do pick up. Eh. Think of how many blocks I am picking up. It's going to be ridiculous. There's just going to be clay all over the island for like ever. And we made it. Yeah, there's just going to be clay all over the place. Alright, so dump all of that back in. That is an awful lot of clay. And then place one piece there. Tell it how to make binder composite. And then place that in. Ooh, need another interface. Oh look, it's done the Zafficio. Enemy interfaces, just make a bunch. Fluix dust, we're missing Fluix dust. Can't believe we're missing Fluix dust. I also, I have to get all this automated, because it's taking long for me to have to go and make it. I have to go and crush these. And I mean, it's not like it's slow, but I just need it to be automated so that it can happen without me having to tell it to do it. Alright, what was, ME interfaces. I wanted 4. Just start. Yeah, it shouldn't take long. We can put one there. One there. We're not going to connect them just yet, because I'm actually going to end up moving this stuff sometime, this episode or the next, so it doesn't really matter. Put that away. We just need a cable. We should have a lot of. Just need one right now. And then plop that right in there. And I guarantee you it shouldn't be missing a channel. There we go. And this should have went up to 17 channels used. Alright. So now it can make composite. But we want it to be able to make these guys. We don't have binder composite. We need, sure, 16. We then need to smelt this, I believe. Ultimate furnace. It'll start importing. Let's go to binder. Bam. And that tells it how to make those. Alright, we also want some acceleration cards, which I don't think we have on us. Oops, I am misspelling things today. I can only make 3 more. I mean, I can actually make a ton more than that. That is an untrue statement. Look, 15,000 flint. Like, who needs that? Who needs that? It's ridiculous. So now we want to make some of those. Is it pipe? Conduits. You want to make conduits. 10 is going to craft us 16 conduits. Bam, we now have 16 conduits. Now, why would I want these over these? Well, the RedNet energy cable can only carry 1,000 RF per tick, 20,000. 1,000, 20,000. You see the problem. Now, of course, these things can only output 2,000, but just the fact that I can now go from 1,000 to the 2,000 and actually move the 2,000, it'll happen so much faster, so much more efficiently. It's just better, believe me. Because now this thing actually will allow me to... Oh. I believe the front was this way. Left and right should be orange. What? I don't even know. God darn it. Here we go. Just break it. Place a new one. Jeez. Alright, so it's in out everywhere, but it's just working. I hope it's working. I mean, I think it's working. So now the induction smelter will run full force, and if I were to pick this up, the energetic infuser, and place that over here instead for the moment, you'll note that it can charge my jetpack a lot faster now. Because it should be accepting like 4,000 RF per tick. And it's slowly accepting less. I don't know why. Yeah, it's almost 4,000 RF per tick, so pretty close. Because this will help it charge a lot faster. Now, I mean, the item can only charge so fast; it can't actually charge at the 4,000 RF. But you know, the fact that 4,000 RF is going in is way better than the slow time. And I also built the armor for the resonant jetpack, and the reason is because I need it to be armored so that I can turn it into the next phase. Plus, I mean, it just helps having the armor in case I get attacked by anything. And it doesn't sound like it looks bad or anything, you know what I mean? It's just pretty cool. So, the plan is to begin the automation of things like that. Now we can actually switch this to processing. Type in binder. Let's say that one of these equals one of these. Create it. And then put that in the interface over here. So that this can now make binder composite in case if it ever runs out. Or whatnot. But the problem is it doesn't know how to make energetic alloy so that it can make vibrant. It needs to know. But the problem is the machines are over there where they aren't supposed to go. They aren't supposed to be here at all. Plus, I know that these solar panels, once I start getting the machines crazy, are going to do most of the powering, and they're somewhat not quite efficient enough. So I also went and taught this thing how to make the next level of solar panel, the solar panel 3. See right here, the solar panel 3. It's actually a pretty major step up. It generates 64 per tick and is able to transfer 512 RF per tick and holds 850,000 its own. So it's just all around all better. I'm not going to actually replace much of anything with over here with the conduits yet because this stuff isn't moving that much energy yet. So I can allow for it to be bleh. Alright, so if I right click this, we should note the heck. There we go, shift click. So it is generating, ooh. It's actually generating less and less and less. Oh, night's coming down, that's why. But they are generating that energy, which is good because we need it to generate for this thing. Because is it gaining? It is. Because we'll have one generating with magma power, lava power for a while, and then we'll eventually switch all over to solar panels because solar panels are more efficient and don't require lava pumping everywhere. But then again, lava is infinite, so might as well use it. Sun's set so I can go to bed so that I can keep going. Alright. So the next step basically is to get these things, this and the pulverizer, into a position. I also need that, actually, believe it or not, into a position where I can automate them. Now, believe it or not, they can actually draw power from the ME system. I just need these to replace the stuff going on over there. I just wanted you guys to see them being built. I don't actually need them to cart power around because the ME glass can actually carry like a lot of power to machines. Like I'm pretty sure it's darn near infinite. So, and as you notice, this thing is actually still going, and I stopped the server even, so that's really good news because that means I don't have to worry about it. Because if you remember, that's what's making the item drop items. So that it can actually craft stuff, because we don't have the stuff to actually do the dropping easy. So I have that going on, which is nice. So we now need to hook up the alloy smelter, which I'm going to do. See, these guys are hooked up, and they're going to go in between there. We'll do it on this side, same concept, except we're just going to do one here. Should have picked up the Tyrian, I did. Set the Tyrian back there, and then the alloy smelter. Alright, the alloy smelter actually has a lot of stuff in it right now. Not sure why it has a lot of stuff, but it does. Alright. Actually, I would pump the fluix dust back into the system. Alright, so now the alloy smelter is there. Now we just need to hook it up. We need the interface, which is why I made a bunch of them. Because I need an interface I need the ME cable. And then I need an import bus. Now, if you remember, we had a problem with the amount of channels. And that is a real issue, and I'm not exactly sure. I believe I only have 1 channel left. So this might not even work. It's not going to work. I need 2 channels. I need the interface and then that. How can I fix that? Set that down for the moment. Over here, is there something that I can get rid of? There's the import bus. And then there's an interface, which kind of required. These guys aren't doing anything weird. Although there is a lot of stuff going on over here. Like a lot. Trying to think. So we have to get past the channel thing. The channels are going to be an issue. Basically what we need is we need to make a bunch of controllers. And I mean like a bunch. We need like a lot. We don't have enough pure fluix crystals and we don't have enough skystone blocks. Alright, so I'm going to go make a bunch of skystone. Like a bunch. I'm in hover mode. Crap, now I'm going ultra slow. Darn it. If I remembered that I was in hover mode. Is this thing actually... Are these still working? I'm pretty sure I didn't stop them. This one says it has no energy left. See, there's a bug with these things. These things don't like accepting power from these for some reason. And it's the weirdest thing ever. You have to go and then rehook them up to power, and sometimes even then they won't receive power anymore. Alright, there we go. Finally. Alright, so we have... Oh, the stone thing's not over here anymore. Why isn't it? Do I still have it? Yes. Alright. So stone. Alright, it is full of lava despite its weirdness. Just basically keep right clicking. I wonder, I don't know if there's a way to automate that at all, because this is going to take a very, very, very long time. As you can see, the way it's filling right now. And it doesn't have a speed upgrade, which is annoying. Alright, this isn't working. I'll do that later on my own time. I'll find a way to automate that as well, I hope. Alright. But for now, how many controllers can I make? Can I make at least 3 more? Alright, good, go. Bam, instant. 3 ME controllers. Now, the good thing about this is if I go back to hover mode and I come down here, see this one controller, basically what I can do is I can extend him. I'm going to extend him for the moment in this direction. And as you note, he is a giant functioning multi-block. And the reason I want that, actually I don't even need that, but I just wanted to show you guys that because this is actually a pretty integral part of how the system works. But I'm going to need more, and I'll get to that later. I'll take these dense cables, which I don't have a lot of, and this now has channels on it. And then run this just like that all the way down. It now has 32 channels, completely brand new for that side, for that time being, which is what we want. So, I need more dense cable. I need more wool probably, so let me get my shears. Oops. Go and shear some sheep. We have a lot of sheep, a lot of cows too. is 36 wool. Alright, so we want dense cable. Click that. Click covered cable. We want as much as we can get. What do we have more of? We have more glass, then we do that. Now we want to make dense cable. Let's try that again. There we go. I don't think it's enough, but for the moment it'll work because I don't need many channels on it, and this is very, very temporary. Oh boy. I don't think I have enough glass cable to make that either, now that I did that. Yeah, I only have 5. Can I make more of that? And if so, like how much? I'm good, make whatever that comes out to be. 30? 5. Alright. And for the time being, just drag this across. Alright, because what we're trying... Oh. That's what we're trying to connect to right there. Because what we need is we need the interface on top. This comes down, goes down like that, goes down like that. Actually, we probably are going to have to power that because it doesn't look like it's going to work. So, that cannot have to power it from the side. I mean, we can hook something there, but then we have to come down. Back there to avoid running into that cable right now. Because we don't want that. You don't want the channels mixing. We then want an import bus. Drop the controllers in there. Import. Yes. Start. Give it. Should be able to stand on this. Alright, we now have an import bus. This should say 2 channels. There we go, 2 channels. Alright, then we need to power it. Now we're gonna power it with it takes 100 RF per tick. These are producing what? 16. That's not what I clicked on, game. Please. When it's their full power, they generate 16. Alright, it is outputting down. Eventually we'll replace this system with that. I'll have something called a Tesseract. I'm pretty sure they're in this mod pack, but except they're expensive. Like really expensive. So we're going to move it in. Then we're going to come around this guy. Now we have to get up here somehow. So we're probably going to break through right here. Sadly. It's not what I wanted, but okay. Alright. And now we're going to need a lot more of this cable, but I can make a bunch more, so that's good. I get out of hover mode for the moment because it makes it weird to sleep. Go back to hover mode, make more of that conduit. Make whatever that comes out to, which is 40. I am in hover mode again. Alright, there we go. We now have it hooked up to power, a power source at least. That's weird. Do they actually hold like a charge? It's odd. We'll now place 2 torches there to mitigate the fact that we just removed the torch from the dead center of the thing. Alright, so now we have an alloy smelter that is going to function, and it even has a double layer capacitor to make it ever so slightly better. Slightly. So now we want to tell it how to craft certain things. Like, for instance, we want to tell it how to make energetic alloy. Because energetic alloy is weird. We need redstone, gold, and glowstone. So we need redstone, gold, and glowstone. Dust. And then we actually need some of the energetic alloy. Bam. So that's one pattern. Now I hope this works, because I have no idea how it's going to function with this guy. Because it's, you know, it's weird, it's different. So now we go to energetic. We take it all out, and we'll notice that we can craft some. Hit craft 1, and then hit start. And we're going to see if it happens. Well, it happened, so that's good news. That is great news, in fact, because one of the parts of because the vibrant alloy require. That's not where I wanted to type. I wanted to type down here. The vibrant alloy that we need is requires energetic alloy and ender pearls. So we clear this. We want vibrant. Oops, not 2. We take energetic and add ender pearls. We actually need to craft a few. Bam. Craft, and we get that. We now go dump this in over here. Just like that. And we should be able to craft energetic alloy now. No, stump that away. Put that away. So if we type in vibrant, we should be able to craft vibrant now. If I take it all out, we hit craft, and we hit 1, hit next, hit start. I'm actually going to go look at this one, because I know this one takes a while. It is on, and it is working. So that is actually great news, because this will be done soon. Yep, done. It works. And it is working. So we are very good on that. That now can basically do all the work it needs to do that. Because all of the resources are infinite as of the moment. Wow, those sheep. They're very resilient sheep. So we now have that automated, which is good news. I do need to rework the piping system down there just a little bit, but it's kind of just going to be the way it is because the ME system isn't compatible with the conduits. And I need to make a bunch of more controllers, but what I need to make pure Certus quartz. It doesn't know how to make pure Fluix crystals. Actually, how do you make that? Chip and pure, we're looking for Fluix crystals. Drop a Fluix seed made from Fluix dust and sand into a puddle of water. Okay. So we're talking Fluix. A Fluix seed. Change that. Now we're talking Fluix seed craft. And now put this in over here. Oops. Fluix seed. Fluix seeds. Craft 1. Go. I'm basically going to take both of them. We need 1. And that'll make a pure Certus quartz. A pure Fluix thing. If I change this. Just like that. Bam. That's how that happens. And then we take it and put it up here. Drop it in like that, and now we're going to test it. I have 2 here, and we're going to go get pure Fluix crystals, and we're going to craft 2. Hit start, and we're going to see if it happens. Although it's probably happened because it took me a while to get over here. And plus I'm in that mode. They are in there and they are growing, so it did work. But now I have to tell down here, this guy, the transfer node, I actually have to wait till it's basically done now, because this thing's actually not picking them up for a reason. So I have to wait till the 2 Fluix crystals are done, or basically at this point I can just hit cancel. Because they're going to get sucked out. I'm going to have to put them back in. Because once I take the filter out, it's just the thing's going to pick them up. We click this and we have to tell it to pick. Oh no, well, it will. Yeah, it's going to pick them up. And then tell this to pick up pure Fluix crystals. And then put it back. Then we need to go grab those things. I'm talking Fluix seeds. They're at ever so slightly different percentages for some reason. And then dump them back into the item dropper. And then off they go. That'll pick them up when it's done. And that means that works now. That is actually a really cool setup. I'm surprised that it works. Now, I don't think we'll even need a second one. I mean, we can just have a second one to make it look cool, and it's not going to do anything, but we can make it look like it's supposed to be there. But I mean, I don't think we'll need a second one, because I don't think there's enough recipes that require dropping in water to make happen. So we're good there. That's still full, and I wonder why. We still have a lot of manicchio, but not as much as before. We have to teach this thing how to make bread. Iron ingot. It needs more diamond hose to start farming again. I don't know if I want it farming again, though. We have this thing temporarily automated. I just have to move pipes. Well, that was I'll actually prepare the controllers to fix this next episode. So yeah, I guess that'll be all for today. So I guess I'll see you guys later.